Hello everybody, welcome back to a brand new video where today we will be speculating about the near-ish future for Dead by Daylight, and we have quite a few things to go over today, including a couple things confirmed from behavior and just some speculations in general. So some license possibilities have definitely started to come into play when it comes to the Friday the 13th franchise, which is going to be the first thing I'm talking about would be Jason and Dead by Daylight. So for those of you that don't know, Jason Voorhees, the character, just recently got added to the game Multiverses, and if you're not 100% sure on what that game is, basically it's Warner Brothers' attempt at a Super Smash Bros. Style game. And it's not like terrible, it's pretty cool. They've got a bunch of DC characters in there as well. And yeah, the most recent character or roster addition was Jason Voorhees, which was kind of a surprise at first because that's really quick from when the lawsuit ended. For those who don't know, the series was trapped in a lawsuit sort of rubber banding sort of moment where they couldn't put out any content or continue to support content for the Friday the 13th the game, which basically killed it overall. If you didn't happen to play the game, it was quite fun when it was alive, and ever since then it's just sort of become a deceased game that no one really ever talks about. I know there are a few versions of it going around. Either way, the main game is dead. The new news, though, you'd think that being added into Multiverses was a milestone in and of itself for the Friday the 13th franchise license holders, but no, it's just been leaked that he will be coming to Fortnite, or at least during the Fortnitemares event, which is intense. And if you guys remember the last time this happened, where a character had come to a game and then came to Dead by Daylight, it was when Stranger Things returned. The point I'm trying to make, because I know a lot of this probably doesn't really add up, is that, well, the license holders are very clearly avid about getting Jason into all these new forms of media, as becoming a dead sort of character over the time of the lawsuit would definitely dampen people's perspective on him. Either way, he's got a new prequel series in the works. He's being added to Multiverses and Fortnite. And if you know behavior devs, you know how far they would go to acquire a license that they want in the game. So, in all fairness, I would say this chapter is almost basically confirmed. We've just got to wait for that official "it's coming" sort of thing. And if you think all of this is just too perfect, wait until you realize that the next Friday the 13th, or one of the next ones coming, the one after the next that is on its way, it takes place in the same month as our beloved anniversary does. So, it's really, really cool. I'm super excited. I do hope Jason's on his way. If he doesn't come in the anniversary, and if they choose to release him as a paragraph instead, it'll most likely be on September 13th, which is another Friday the 13th, and that's this year. Either way, I'm super excited, heavily stoked, can't wait for Jason to walk into the game. I'm almost 100% sure he will, but, we never really know. Another thing that I could possibly use to persuade your beliefs, if you still don't believe me, is that the Friday the 13th media account holder, whoever owns this account here, the Jason Universe, has replied to this comment about Jason being in the fog with this emoji. Now, whilst that seems kind of disappointing, it is until you realize that they replied to the same sort of Fortnite comments about Jason coming to Fortnite with the exact same emoji. So I'll leave you with that, and then we'll talk about the next thing, which is Castlevania. And I get I'm a bit late to this news specifically, but basically we just got confirmation the same time that Vecna's PTB released of a Castlevania chapter making its way into the game on August 6th, which is pretty cool. Well, at least that'll be when the PTB drops, to my knowledge. I get a lot of people are excited for it, and I'm just excited to see what it could bring. I've never seen the series or anything like that, so I can't tell you anything about it, but I know that a lot of people have asked for it, and a lot of people are excited for it. One more thing I did just want to bring up is that whenever I do say, behavior is doing well, I more or less mean that their game is doing well. As I know, behavior did just lay off almost 100 people, which is really devastating for those who lost their jobs. And they did it for strategic purposes, mainly because behavior as a whole tends to only focus on Dead by Daylight as their business model. That is their game. That is their only game. And, well, their only really popular game anyway. So when I do say things like Dead by Daylight or behavior is doing so well in 2024 and this is exciting news and stuff like that, I am only specifically talking about the game. I am not talking about any of the higher-ups. Anything above that, I'm not talking about. The video game, this game we all play for fun, that's what I'm talking about. Nothing else. What that means is I just don't want to part in it, alright? This is just me talking about the video game I play, yeah? Either way, 2024 looks pretty exciting. I am quite excited to see what kind of licenses they do end up bringing in, see if my theories are correct or not. I guess 2025 for Jason, if not September of this year, because that's the next 13th. Although the timing doesn't really work out. Either way. Yeah, I'm pretty excited, and I can't wait to see what they bring. The next chapter drops on in August, which is the Castlevania chapter we just spoke about. And I don't know what to expect for it. Again, I don't typically watch the anime, and I'm never really accustomed with the series anyway. So, yeah, I guess I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good day or night, depending on where you live, and don't forget to tickle that subscribe button. Alright, see you later.